Romans 1:19. For what can be known about God is plain to them because God has shown it to them. General revelation is this belief that we can learn about God in general ways just from evidence in creation. You can be in any part of the world, you can be in any culture, you can be at any time and still see these hints, this evidence of who God is and that he exists. Personally, when I was a young boy, I would always look up in the sky and be in awe of the stars, of the Milky Way. And it was one of the things that when I was young kind of convinced me and continued to help me believe that I think there's a God out there, even though I grew up in a way that really didn't teach me anything about God. The reality is God is revealing himself and has revealed himself through creation, through the way we're designed, through the relationships that we find ourselves in, through even our internal conscience. The design reveals the designer. The creation reveals the creator. Our internal moral compass even reveals a lawgiver must exist. Our needs, our desires, our longings, all this stuff inside us. C.S. Lewis would argue that it points to the fact that we were made for someone. We were made for something big. But as Paul is making his argument, he would say all this stuff, these desires, these longings, this evidence, this revelation going on around us, we have an ability, we have a tendency to suppress it, to ignore it, to deny it. And so we take those desires and those longings and we fulfill them in unnatural ways, in ungodly ways. And this is what we are all guilty of. Again, Paul is making an argument for the good news, but it's based on the bad news. And part of that bad news is that we are all guilty. We are all guilty of denying God in some way. And the evidence of that is that he has revealed himself to everyone, and all of us have in some way rejected it and turned to earthly things to fulfill our desires and our longings. Paul's not necessarily trying to just condemn us. Paul is trying to get us to understand that all of us are in need of rescue. And this is one piece of evidence that points to the fact that we need rescue because God has revealed to everyone in a general way who he is and what he is, and we've all, in a general way, rejected it. Now that's the bad news, but the good news is coming, and it's in Jesus that he was sent here to deal with our guilt, with our sin, with our rejection of who God is, and he makes it so that we can then turn to God, be accepted by God, and be reconciled